accept a challenge. Accept a challenge. Okay, let's now look at table number 1 and also look at our answer.
Yes. We started with the circle with the pointing. That's the first thing. That is the challenge. Before we start the day, we start thinking about. We need to always self-reflection, and we ask ourselves. We need to do it better. By the way, we set it higher standard and challenge our goal. And after that, we think if we apply the traditional way, maybe our target cannot achieve. We need to break through the way we do. And maybe challenge is not comfortable for us. That's why always keep our mind is in good attitude. We think that challenge or any challenge is good for us. It's not it's not it did not make us fair. It just makes our improve.
So you stop there first. Out of the 4 tables here, are you convinced of the way he deals with challenges? Yeah, I believe you all have different answers, right? So do you very convinced of what he's saying? Every morning you get up, you do a self-reflection. You want to tell yourself is I want to be positive. That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
I break through my tradition. Nowadays, anything that comes to me, I want to look at it positively. I mean, you listen to what he said. You ask yourself a question. Is it possible for you to do that, then you become a person who can embrace challenges? What do you think, the other 4 people? Do you agree? Workable? Not workable? Yeah, please. You can use your answer to...
For his answer, I agree with some of that.
Okay, which one do you agree?
Yes, I agree about the self-reflection, set higher standard. But I don't agree about breakthrough some traditional way.
Okay.
Because sometimes traditional way work well.
Okay. So not all the traditional way must break through. Good one keep, not good one you break through. Right, thank you very much for that. Then what answer you have over there? We use a challenge first. Everybody talk about challenge first.
Yes.
What you have over there? Your answer, your team.
We have a challenge here. The challenge on behalf of our group, we think that challenge here is the stress and the difficulty. We have to accept it. We have to, in the first step, we cannot refuse any challenge.
Okay.
We have to learn how to accept the challenge.
So your approach for table number 2 here is to learn to accept it and not to run away from it. While table number 1 says before you do anything, do a reflection, tell yourself to be positive. Okay, then table here. Now we touch on challenge first, see whether we have the same approach or not. Table here. Pass the mic first. How do you deal with challenge?
Actually, our group has the same approach with this table because we accept the challenge. Here we just show an example about a Nestle employee because he is a manager in a specific area, but he has to move to be a manager in another area, a new area to him.
Right.
But he's accept the challenge, and by the action that he apply for a new course to learn all the knowledge that he need to acquire to be a good manager at that new area.
Okay. That means accept it and find a solution can let you overcome the challenge. Okay, good. Table over there, number 4. How you deal with challenge? We see whether we have the same approach or not. You take a seat first. Take a seat first. How you deal with it?
For our group, I just want to share a real experience. Our challenge is when we move to another country for working.
Go to another country.
There is a lot of difficulties on the quality of life because there is too much differences in the culture. And regarding the food, there is a lot of for the country is in the Philippines.
Okay.
So for the food, there is a lot of fast food. The taste is not really good. For the traffic jam is always happen anytime, anywhere. So with the homesick, even the lovesick, so it's really challenging.
Great. So how you deal with it? You follow what they do is face with it, find a solution to it, or you follow this group, say every morning I get up and say, it's okay with fast food, it's okay with Filipino, it's okay with the traffic jam.
Actually, I need to find the solution. But it's not come from directly
Sure.
with the challenges, but it's come from another aspect, so
I
we can
see.
overcome it.
But it takes time, right?
Yes.
Now we are coming to a very interesting thing on how to deal with challenge. Now, this table here, table number 1, you want to share? Challenge only, okay, few minutes.
Yes, we had the same idea with the review, so
Yeah.
yes, we see the challenge with positive thinking. Yes, and because if we get the better result first, so we take the challenge. The second thing is the continuous improvement will better.
Okay, right? Thank you very much. So now, ladies and gentlemen, why I touch on this one first? As I mentioned to all of you already, if you are unable to handle the challenge, the other 4 will never happen. So, to conclude, different people have different approach, right? Here, every morning I want to remind myself the day is a good day. I know that life outside is not going to be easy. So they prepare themselves for the challenge. That's called preparation. The rest of you are good. When that challenge comes to me, I don't choose to hide away. No matter how you hide away from the challenge still come to find you. So better is I face with it first. Accept.
When we write here is the attitude, we think about the fighting you are the teacher study. Don't be defense.
Okay. Don't be defensive. Don't
As
blame the
associate, when we change to a new environment working, the first thing, the working environment in Philippines cannot defend her to working across, right? Her need to think, her cannot, don't be defense. Think about the solution to adapt it.
Yeah. So that's why Jack Canfield in his book he said that look at every problem with a positive attitude. Turn all problem to solution. If you always look at problem is a problem, you'll be very stressful. So turn it to become a solution. I came to Vietnam 2008. 2 things I cannot get used to it, the challenge. Number 1, the traffic here made me crazy. I crossed the road, I don't know how to proceed anymore. I was standing in the middle of the road, the motorbike zoom, 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 zoom. Then my colleague tell me, say, don't worry, go straight. Like you think I never follow that, you don't see me anymore, go straight, I'll die all the way. That's the first thing. The second thing is what? The second thing is the food. Because you all like to eat raw vegetable. Every time I eat anything, a big basket of vegetable, never cook. I have food poisoning 3 times in 2 years. One time I was hospitalized. And then the doctor in this family clinic, near this Diamond Plaza, the Filipino doctor, whenever I go, he will say, welcome to the club. A lot of foreigners come, they will come to this club. Everybody have food poisoning. Our stomach not used to the raw vegetable. But can I say, oh, I don't want to work, I go back to Malaysia? No, I have to find a way. So what did I find a way about the vegetable? Every time I want to eat, I will tell a restaurant to say, can you use hot water to cook before I eat? A solution. How I cross the road, I learned one trick. If you cross, in front of people cross, don't cross. When in front nobody, you cross because the motorbike will go the other way to let you go. And I realized that's the way. But I learned one more thing, if it's a car, don't do that. Then the car will never stop. So I learned, I find solution, and I don't use the word survive here for 2 years. Until today, 11 years in and out Vietnam. Solution is always better than problem. But every morning I do the same thing. I tell myself, today is always a better day. Now, why am I so particular about challenge? I am very sure your mind map, your rule of 5, when you begin to do it, you will have challenge. And if you do not know how to handle it, then I don't see you anymore. So I want you to handle that. Okay, good. Congratulations to all of you. So after the challenging, what you do then? You already managed the challenge. What's the next thing you want to do from your paper?
The next thing for the inspire and inspire that if we need to think, we need to give something out and give for us like a supervisor the thing we can give that is the training and course our operator. That's why we push here that we always perform the train and course and demonstrate our operator or people around us can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do not think about their ability. We think about they can do it. By the way, they improve their skill and their competence. And the second thing, we inspire. We inspire us and make another person around us inspired. And when we happy and we make another people around us happy, this means we are success.
Okay, I like your last statement here. When I can handle a challenge, I'll be inspired. When I am inspired, people who work with me will also be inspired. Like attract like. Hate attract hate. Right? So, after you already inspire yourself, inspire your team, what's the next thing you do?
Yeah. And the last one that is when we have a good attitude, we need to enhance people around us have a good attitude also.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. We cannot funny when you are talking with sad people. That's why we need to make them at least do not have sex.
Okay. Do not have sex or sex. Okay, sex. Continue. Yeah, what is next?
Yeah, that is for the inspire.
Okay. Then after that, after you inspire really?
After inspire, we conduct enable. It doesn't go by divorce. That is the first thing. We always have the spirit, eager to learn. Learn everywhere, everything. Learn from our line manager, learn from our operator or our staff.
Right.
The second thing that is we firm with the inspiration. Yeah. And link the support.
Okay.
Yeah. After we enable, we conduct a feedback. The feedback means we ask him in two-way route.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, and always observe and hearing to see the deep way.
Okay.
And the last one, feedback means we hope them improve, not
Okay.
feedback to defeat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feedback to make them improve. Okay. Good.
And the last one, after feedback, the audience of us maybe have a confused or down of the emotion. That's why we need to conduct the encourage. Encourage with no one is perfect person. We look at the good point and we encourage them to enhance their spirit.
Okay.
Yeah. Then that is we think about what can you get? You can get when you encourage them. You can get the knowledge, you can get the salary, you can get the recognition, and by that way you think, encourage them, did not provide for them, you can give and you get. And the last one, you think about the contribution. When you encourage them, this means you are when you encourage them, this means you are contribution to our group.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you big round of applause first? After that, some more. Okay, sorry, not finished yet.
And the cycle is repeated again.
Okay.
We repeat to challenge and inspire, enable feedback.
Okay. So maybe your cycle will repeat by itself. Huh?
Yes.
Right.
That's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know whether you observed in his sharing over here, he has involved other people. Right? He involved his team and so on. So I reserve my comments because our question over here is how you handle it first. But he extended to his theme and so on. I'll reserve the comment. I would like to ask table number 4 because you have an example, maybe easier to understand, and see whether your flow is the same. Who is going to be the one? See whether their and yours are the same. Okay.
Actually, after listening to the group 1, we found that we have a different cycle.
No problem. It's okay. Share.
Because, as I said, Mr. X, he had to move to a new area to be a manager,
Okay.
and he applied a new course to acquire new knowledge. And another thing to help him in this new position is that he has to encourage himself.
Encourage self.
Yes.
Okay.
To encourage himself, he has this. He has a border of his life. A border of his life to refer.
Okay.
Every time he gets stressed, he always look back to the bottom of the border to see all of the things he had achieved.
Okay.
So that he will get the motivation to move on.
So we stop here first because this is a really complicated but also useful for us to understand. What she says over here, when Mr. X feels down, demotivated, he will have to look at his past success. Then the past success will be able to motivate him that actually in his life are not so bad. Okay, exactly.
And after that, he can also he look forward to the top of the border that to see the gaps in his border of his life to expect what he may got in the future if he got this job. And when he can encourage himself, and then he always get the feedback and give the feedback.
Get the feedback from which parties to help him?
To his college and his teammates, and also receive the feedbacks from them. For the first thing that the first way he received the feedback, he always first thing he always asks about the feedbacks of everyone around him. Listen and appreciate, and sometimes he adjusts his plan to find the suitable things.
Okay.
When he gives the feedback to others, he's always say thanks before any feedback to appreciate their achievements.
Okay.
And he also try to ask people around about all their difficulties to support and point out the improvements to have others for better results. After get the feedback that he to enable him to achieve more achievement and some goals in his life, he has a capability to build a well plan. Yes, and then he can foresee the risk and the opportunities in every single of his plan.
Okay.
After he's set the challenge, he has the way to encourage himself, has a way to try to get the feedback, and he defines some keys, enablers, and then after all of this, he can inspire himself and inspire others by coaching, training, and guide others to can do everything in the way he's doing.
Okay. So we have a different flow here. Challenge. Encourage, feedback,
enable,
inspire, enable, then inspire. Very different from here. So we don't know whether it's right or wrong. We give it a big round of applause first. We come to the table over there. Okay, table number 3 then. Okay, see whether what is your flow. We all have different flow. Where's the logic?
So come back to our story.
Philippine story,
Yeah,
right?
Philippine story. My challenge is the quality of life in the Philippines. So I use the work, motivation of work, to overcome the challenges in their life.
Oh, I see.
Usually.
Okay.
So for the encourage, I create my motivation that I'm working in the international environment. Yes, and with the international friends, I have chance to work and to have to observe the process of a lot of market. The friends from Japan, Indonesia, Thailand, and the salary as well at that time is quite good for in compare with the fresh graduation in Vietnam. So that's my encourage. And then I inspire myself that what I want to be in the future, that maybe I can get more experience because I work in an international working environment, then I can get the motivation. Maybe the supervisor, the lead for another market as well as not only Vietnam. And maybe I can have a chance to move to another market or even come back to Vietnam. Yeah, that's relocation. Yes. But maybe the work is not enough for me because my challenge is actually the life. So maybe I need to get the feedback. It's more usually sharing with my friend in the Philippines, sharing with my friends in Vietnam, even my teammates in Vietnam and also Philippines to get their advice to get better in life. Maybe we can go out together at the weekend for more entertainment. Maybe you should meet more friends at the Philippines, something like that. So that's how I can get the feedback. And then enable to get all I need. Firstly, I need, of course, the English because I work in Philippines. So to get what I inspired before, I need to use my English as well as the market insight. I cannot become a supervisor if I don't know anything about that market.
True.
Yes. And it's also the soft skill something, and one of the most important things is adaptation. Yeah, maybe the food there is not good, so I have to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, the traffic there is not good, so I use the MRT. Yeah,
Where you use the aeroplane, your private jet.
maybe hope so. Okay.
All right, give her a big round of applause. There are two things we learn from these two tables here. Table number 4 say, if I feel I'm discouraged, there's one way to help you to be encouraged by yourself. Is look into your past success. I love that one very much. How many of you seriously keep your past success? How many of you have done your success story? You keep a book. Anyone do that? Like. Okay, right, but do you keep one for yourself? So when you feel down, do you go back and look at it again? That particular record is called Victory Log. V-I-C-T-O-R-Y, Victory Log, L-O-G. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep Victory Log myself. I keep all my success story. Whenever I feel discouraged, I will look at it with pictures and all. But I don't post on the Facebook. It's for my own view, private one. Sometimes it's half naked, so can let people see. Naked eye only. I like what she said. Another thing I learned from her. She said, if my present situation is not favorable, that's what she said. My present situation is not so happy. You should shift your focus into something that can make you happy. So what she did was, my life is miserable in Philippines. I shift my focus into my job. That's also one of the ways to be inspired under the adverse situation. Don't throw yourself into a situation is so muddy, so messy, and get out, cannot get out, then slowly you sink into that situation. Then you will suffer more. So I like that one as well. Wonderful sharing from both of you here. But whether the flow is okay or not, we have to listen to the center table here. You look at all of them, they look very confident. They say their answer are the best answer. So we want to listen to our table. Number 2, right? Table 2, who want to share with us? Table 1, we keep the best to the last.
The first thing, actually, we finish soon because we don't have any idea.
So no idea is also a good idea. Finish early. Okay.
But we also talk about the flow of the The first thing is challenge. I already talked about it.
Okay.
The second one is inspire. After you accept the difficulty or accept the stress and face it, you have to change. You have to change the difficulty or the barrier to the opportunity.
Okay.
Because if you cannot change the negative thinking to the positive thinking, you cannot have the good energy to enable it.
Agree.
Remote to enable. Yeah. For the enable, you will make the plan and make it into detail for easy small tasks and to realistic and achievable. Yeah. After that, you take action. The enable step here is very important because some people can inspire, but they difficulty to take a first step to do anything. Yeah. And after you take action and along the way you take action, you have to take the feedback from the other one because it's the method to regulation to correct your way or correct your decision to have the good way. You must not stick to the wrong way. And finally, when you achieve the objective or achieve the targets, you will get experience from it, and it will encourage you to take a new challenge, a bigger challenge.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's see the last table before I give my final summary. Who want to go? Okay, sure. So they also have no idea. Finally, they come with the answer.
Okay, when we take a challenge, so we should inspire by clear vision and motivation for this.
Agree.
For the next one, encourage. Sorry, we don't have any idea.
Okay, never mind.
Even my team write this, but so completely.
It's okay, it's okay. You encourage with your self-confidence. You are not hesitate to face with the conflicts. You can take risks, okay? Alright? We accept on that, no problem. After you encourage already, then go to the next one.
Yes. So, to do that, you need to build competency and knowledge. And you have cooperation, for example, and have a strategy thinking. You have a long-term
Okay.
way to do
Sure.
Yes. And and during that, you will always receive feedback. We willing to take, we don't give the receipt, take the feedback from
Or take the feedback first, okay?
Yes, and empathic listening.
Sure. Right. Thank you very much. Cool. Let me tell you the flow. And if your flow and my flow are the same, I will pass all the gift to you. Now, I take it as I as a person. If I'm able to face and handle challenges, definitely I will be inspired because I already can handle all the difficulties. I will be very inspired. When I started to be inspired, I want to do the things really. I want to take action. So maybe in the past I think I cannot do it, but I now think I can do it. So I start to enable things that I cannot do. And I believe I can do it. That's what you say is true. I may not be the expert.